You know that feeling when you think a room is almost done and then you start noticing all the little things still missing? That's exactly where I'm at with the washroom. I've been painting in there for what feels like forever, so don't worry. I'll spare you more footage of that this week. There will be plenty of that later. I feel like I've been painting for a lifetime, but this time we're actually getting close to finish. I found a simple IKEA cupboard that I'm going to hack a little bit to fit in the space and hide all those pipes. The pipes that just seem like they're multiplying every time I look away. And someone in the comments suggested hanging a curtain in front of the washer and dryer. Brilliant idea, by the way. I found some really nice fabric and my mom was kind enough to sew it up for me. So my mission is to get that installed and finally make the space look a bit more intentional and a little less like a utility room from the 80s. But first, a little bit of coffee, because nothing good ever started without coffee. This is not gonna be easy. I think I'm gonna do a little cardboard trial before I cut into this, because why not? After making a template for the first part of the cupboard, I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out how to make the rest fit around all the pipes. But after a few attempts and some staring into the distance, questioning my life choices, I came to the conclusion that it just wasn't going to happen. So I changed the plan. I made the cupboard a little smaller and decided not to cover the bottom section of the pipes.
Sometimes you just have to accept that good enough is actually perfect, especially when it means finally moving forward.
This is literally taking me all day long. It's there, it's not perfect, but I guess it's better than looking at all those pipes. And at least have a little bit of storage. I think I'm gonna try and put in a few more shelves and then just leave it. Okay.
Out by the fields, I've started planting a new hedge. I wanted something that wouldn't grow too tall, something that keeps the view of the fields and the lake open. So I went with a spirera, known as Snowmount spirera. It will bloom beautifully in summer with small white flowers and then quietly fade back for the winter. It can grow up to about 2 meters high, but can also easily be trimmed back, so it feels just right. Enough to frame the view without hiding it.
Thanks, Mom. Well, so the curtain is up. I really like the look. The design is actually by Allan Alvar, and I guess I don't have to say why it had to be this textile. I'm sure all of you know. But I think it looks pretty good. I can hide everything, and then when I need the washer and dryer, I like it.
This week I'm continuing the bulb planting, around 350 tulips in all kinds of colors and shapes. Maybe it's a bit ambitious, but I can already imagine this forgotten corner turning into something straight out of a storybook next spring. I've chosen a mix of apricot fox, Katarina, and salmon van Eyck, soft oranges, whites, and pinks that should blend together into a beautiful carpet of color. When I first moved here, I thought an old garden like this would be full of tulips and spring bulbs, but last spring only a few showed up, so this feels like setting things right, giving the space a new burst of life and hopefully a bit of that dreamy cottage garden charm.
Do. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.